I just don't like it here, John. Please, let's go.
Now you're being silly.
Does anyone else get a warm, tingly feeling when that beautiful Media Blasters intro comes on? I'll tell you what, when I'm old, I won't need Viagra. Just pop that fucking intro screen on and I'll be ready to plow through a whole squadron of horny-ass bitches. Anyway, Warlock Moon is a 1973 horror flick directed by William Herbert, and it was released to VHS in the 1980s by Unicorn Video. Unicorn had a stunning habit of having the most beautiful covers on their various horror releases, and Warlock Moon is no exception. I could stare at this sexy painting for hours on end. This release is a rare one and often goes for a pretty penny. Of course, Media Blasters put the movie out in the DVD age, and if you don't have that disc, I highly recommend picking it up. It's got a Joe Bob Briggs commentary, and it's cheap. So here we go. It's a sweet blindness production. I don't know what's so sweet about being blind, you fucking weird 70s hippie. Some tie-dye wearing dipshit on acid probably came up with that one. There's a brief title scene with a young couple in a house who gets stalked and slashed by this wild-eyed, bushy-haired cretin. Look at the size of that motherfucking axe. This prick thinks he's Rick from Splatterhouse 3. After that somewhat shitty introduction, we get down to the main storyline. Jenny is a cute college dame with perky sugar tits and red pants that you could probably use as a parachute if you were in a fucking plane crash. She's coming out of class one day and is approached by some goofy dork named John. This guy has the face of a demon. If I was a woman, I'd probably rather eat his asshole than French kiss his lips. Anyhow, he invites her on a picnic, and before you know it, they end up on a fucking country drive. After heading down a lonely dirt road, the two knuckleheads discover an old closed-down resort called Soda Springs Spa. The place looks abandoned at first, but an old bitch by the name of Agnes comes out, and she offers them a cup of tea and a free cocksucking. Okay, I added that last part, but anyway, she tells them all about the history of the stupid place. It was famous for its hot spring baths and homemade Long John donuts filled with semen. Just shut up and drink your tea, you old bitch. After a guided tour of the grounds, John and Jenny leave, but only to return a few weeks later, because John wants to write an article about the place for the newspaper he supposedly works at. Jenny doesn't want to go back there. She thinks the place is creepier than two circus clowns giving each other an ass reaming. This time things don't go quite as silky smooth. Weird shit begins to rapidly unfold. The old cunt turns out to be a cannibal, and with the aid of two bearded psychopaths, she's able to procure human flesh for her famous hunter's stew. Not only that, but Agnes is also some kind of fucking witch, and she wants Jenny to be her next midnight sacrifice. Along the way, Jenny starts catching glimpses of a ghost bride walking around and calling out her name. Well, it looks like it's going to be a tough fight for poor Jenny. Will she escape the haunted spa or become just another ritual death when the witching hour strikes? What's great about Warlock Moon, first and foremost, is the sheer look of it. It's a true grainy 70s drive-in classic with scratches and pops galore. Watching this flick, you are instantly catapulted back to 1973, and I'll tell you right now, it's a damn good place to be. The secluded spa is a perfect setting. It's decayed and run down with a foreboding air of menace. It genuinely feels like a bygone relic from a distant, forgotten past. The visions of the ghost bride wandering the grounds are eerie to say the least, and kick the tension levels up a few extra notches. Her disembodied voice emanates malevolently and places the viewer on edge, which brings another important piece of the film to the table. The strong implication that all of the villains on display are apparitions, long dead souls haunting the Soda Springs Spa. This supernatural aspect helps to set the film apart from cannibalistic contemporaries like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Terror at Red Wolf Inn. If you're searching for buckets of blood and gallons of gore, you'll have to look elsewhere. The strong suit of this movie is atmosphere. Atmosphere thicker than a deep dish pizza slathered with extra sauce. Cheesy and extra tasty, like milk from a pregnant woman's nipples. I recommend this film wholeheartedly, so get it now and get it hot.